Hello friends! Happy New Year! As of tomorrow, it's 2020 here in Canada, and I'm here to update you on how it's going with my, not New Year's resolution so much as just a lifetime resolution to reduce waste, like significantly in my life, and in a short time I have done so. I started in September with a fairly big bag of garbage in the month of September. It was 13 pounds or so, and it was about, well, it was a lot bigger than this little bag. This is 2 months of garbage in one regular size grocery bag. November and December's waste. In October, I had a bag that was half this full, the same size. So it looks like since October, I have managed to get half a regular sized grocery bag full of garbage per month. Now the few things that made it into garbage cans not at my house that would fit in here before I tightly closed it were one turkey bone, one lobster claw, and a few tissues, and like maybe 1 or 2 napkins, which you could include as tissue, that I did toss into other garbages in the past 2 months. And I did check, and there would have been room in this bag for those things before I tightly tied it. So it's still one very full regular size grocery bag full of garbage for 2 months worth of my landfill waste. So that's progress. 2 months of landfill waste in one regular size grocery bag. Now, moving into 2020, I want to increase the progress, decreasing the waste in the landfills. And so looking at progressively getting better at this, that will turn into 3 months and then 4 months, so on and so on, for like me to fill that amount of waste for landfill waste, that it at least will now take me a full 3 months before I have enough landfill waste to fill a regular sized grocery bag. And that's where I'm at going into 2020 with waste. I've continued to lower emissions by walking to work, no matter how cold it is, every day except one day every 2 months when I do need to drive half hour across town for work in the middle of the day to make it for a meeting. So that's pretty awesome. I am blessed to have a job where I can walk to and from work every day except one day every 2 months, where I take my fuel efficient little sedan. And as far as grocery shopping, like when I go to Earth's General Store, which is 15 to 20 minute drive away, I stock up so I don't have to go as often, but I get everything I need to last me a long time, so I don't have to drive as often. As well as this grocery store, I go for my regular, like, fresh fruits and vegetables, more those like regular weekly, bi-weekly trips to get those fresh things. I go to a store that's a 4 or 5 minute drive each way, super close. I could walk if I was getting a small amount of things, which I've done before. Like if I just need like 1 or 2, like a few things that could fill in a backpack, I will walk to the grocery store. the one that's like 4 or 5 minute drive. Instead of driving, I'll walk, and I'm looking at walking more in the new year to that grocery store, so I reduce even more emissions. And it's exciting. I am enjoying these eco-conscious adventures. I get out more in nature. I'm certainly walking a lot more for work, and now also moving forward, walking more to get my groceries. And like when my brother visited earlier, like around Christmas time, we walked, like hiked. It was a little bit of a walk to Tim Hortons instead of driving. And I had my refillable mug, and I got my in-house food and ate and drank with zero waste and zero emissions because we walked there, and it was a beautiful day, and we got exercise and fresh air and sunshine, and then had a break at Tim's, and then walked home. And it was great. It was a great time to just hang with my bro. And you know, it's exercise. You're not in front of the TV just watching a show all the time. You're out and about, walking, adventuring, exploring, locally, or if you've traveled to visit family elsewhere, you are out and about walking in their neighborhood, and it's just nice to get out of the car and get off the couch. And so, speaking off the couch, I do not order in ever, because that would be a huge amount of waste. And if I'm getting takeout, it would have to be at a place where I can bring my own containers. They fill them up and I take them out. Generally, I like just having the adventure of new atmosphere in wherever I am and whatever restaurants I'm at, and looking at the artwork on the walls, maybe doing a bit of people watching, but not in a creepy way. People who do people watching know what I mean. Just watching the atmosphere, right? And hearing the laughter at the other side of the restaurant, and just soaking up being a part of the world rather than being isolated on my couch all the time, or more of the time. And the more I get out, the less I'm just hanging out at home on the couch. So it is nice to go out to restaurants, dine in, and have all my reusable items, so it's zero waste at the restaurant. I have my napkin, I have my straw. I did get a birthday milkshake, and I used my straw for that milkshake. And I have my utensils, and I recently picked up, because I just love, after Michael at in the video Earth's General Store, after he showed me, I picked up the bamboo utensils that also include bamboo chopsticks, fork, knife, spoon, chopsticks. And what I love about this is you could travel with it, and it won't be confiscated at the airport or whatever, because it's not metal. So I can't stab someone with these dull bamboo fork blades or whatever, or a bamboo spoon and whatnot. So yes, I'm excited to travel with my reusable utensils. And then of course my napkin, which I've pulled out many times. So there's been way fewer napkins being disposed of by me. And it's that My Little Pony napkin. And my brother just thought it was hilarious that it happened to be My Little Pony when I pulled it out when he took me out for a birthday lunch and milkshake. And so I'm grateful. I'm grateful going into 2020 for all the wonderful family and friends and awesome things I have. Also, I'm grateful that I found biodegradable floss. Oh my goodness, like one of the things that I've been looking for a while. Of course, it happened to be at Earth's General Store. So thank you, Earth's General Store. I have biodegradable floss now as well. And the other thing I do carry in my purse now is a container. I'd like to find a collapsible container so it's like takes up less space in my purse, but just a small container so when I am too full to finish my meal at a restaurant, those leftovers come home in my reusable container. And just some things I've thought of and been doing more, and as I go into 2020 I'll continue to do it more, and I'm super stoked to see how much more waste I can reduce in my waste bin. And it is just a tiny bin, like the only garbage can I have now in my apartment. I'll show you. It is beside the washing machine here, and that's it. And that's where I put my one regular size grocery bag, and it took me 2 months to fill that bag. And now I'm looking at 3 months before full, at least 3 months before full. And I'm excited for that. Thank you so much for being there, for hopefully doing your own part as well, moving into 2020 to reduce waste, reduce emissions, and enjoy nature and each other. Thank you so much. Love you.